breaking news from the AM 1150 News Center.
As Gord Vizzuti in the AM 1150 News Center. Once again, to update you, we have a serious fire situation on the west side. It is burning now in the Gorman's Mill area. Basically, that is Drought Hill. And we have word that it has crossed the highway. We are dealing with a major potential explosive situation here. Started as a grass fire in between Highway 97 at Drought Hill and Seclusion Bay. We have residents still in Seclusion Bay that will be evacuated by water. Now, we have that confirmed by the RCMP. It's the only way we can get those people out of that area. There's concern. There's a tourist resort there as well. So if you're thinking of boating in the Seclusion Bay area off West Kelowna today, forget about it. Stay away. We have emergency personnel that need to get in there with watercraft to evacuate those people.
Now, you can actually see what's going on from where you are right now?
Totally clear view of the fire, and the odd tree has candled. Emergency crews have closed the highway. The traffic is backed up all the way down Drought Hill at this point, and you can clearly see the emergency vehicles on the highway right at the top of the fire.
Highway 97, it's going to be a complete logjam if you're even thinking of heading that way. It doesn't matter where you're planning to go south on Highway 97 or further west down the Coquihalla, because the highway is closed before you can get on to the connector. So it's going to be a traffic nightmare as it is. I would suggest that you just pull over, find yourself a place to have a cup of coffee. Right on the scene, we have Regan Bartel. Regan, where are you at this point?
Well, right now, just below the Seclusion Bay Resort, and Gord, from my vantage point, boy, you can see some flames just engulfing a lot of the trees here, approaching to the edge of the slope of the highway. So when I originally arrived, all I saw was a lot of smoke. You really couldn't make out what was happening below us, but now you definitely do see that orange fire that is burning along the slope here. The fire crew's trying to douse it on the ground. I understand there's a water bomber on its way from Penticton, and so that's about all I can tell you for now.
Okay, Regan, I'm going to ask you to stand by for as long as you can. Of course, play it safe. Don't stay too long. We have some updated information now from the AM 1150 News Center from Charmaine De Silva. Charmaine?
Yes, Gord. The latest information that we're receiving at this time is that the fire has now grown in size. It is now 7 hectares. And
wow.
The BC Forest Service has told me that at this point the effort on their part includes 4 air tankers, 2 helicopters, and actually I just want to make a correction to something I said earlier. It's 8 firefighters. So they have 4 air tankers, 2 helicopters, and 8 firefighters heading to the scene for a fire that in a matter of minutes has grown from 5 hectares to 7 hectares.
You know, those winds are notorious for kicking up in the afternoon, and this is really what they're keeping an eye on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, that's the big key. And the wind from the initial start was because of what transpired today. So without the wind, this fire probably wouldn't have gotten as big as it was. But yes, the wind is still a concern. And like you said, at this time of the day, those winds from West Kelowna are very, very unpredictable.
Our top story, the Seclusion Bay wildfire has now grown to 30 hectares in size. Blaze started just after 10 this morning near Highway 97 in Drought Hill in Beachland. One home was destroyed along with a couple of garages as well as a police car. Elsie Lemke with the Emergency Operations Center says stay away from the area.
Beachland Fire Rescue and West Kelowna Fire Rescue have established an investigative team to determine the cause of the fire. Boaters, please stay away from the Seclusion Bay area. Do not interfere with on-water and aerial firefighting operations.
A state of emergency has also been declared by the District of West Kelowna and the District of Beachland in response to the blaze. As far as traffic is concerned, Highway 97 has been reopened, 1 lane in each direction. Fire Information Officer Jerry Waring says fire crews are working on establishing a handguard from Highway 97 down Okanagan Lake to protect homes to the south of the blaze.
Fire crews responded quickly. The Forest Service responded quickly with tankers, firefighters, and helicopters. We've been greatly aided as well because the wind has dropped since this morning. Weather conditions are cooler, humidity's higher, so that's helped us.
Waring says while the fire activity has lessened now that the wind has died down, swirling winds are often notorious in that area that often build up later in the afternoon.